Using simulation, methods for consolidating 2 or 3 precincts into a single polling location are assessed. The investigated voting system consists of a 3-step voting process, including voter check-in, ballot marking, and ballot scanning. Within the simulations, the generalized voter population consists of 1,500 in-person voters per precinct. The voting process utilizes electronic check-ins, pen-marked paper ballots, and accounts for accessible voting equipment use by a proportion of voters with disabilities. Throughout this video, we present the results of simulation and statistical analysis to identify which strategies for precinct consolidation are favorable for the combination of 2 and 3 precincts. Additional considerations and trade-offs are presented per strategy for the comparison of performance estimates and resources needed to provide decision-making support for election administrators. 3 consolidation strategies for combining precincts include the complete combination strategy, the partial combination strategy, and the shared facility strategy. In the complete combination strategy, all check-ins, voting booths, and ballot scanners are pooled between consolidated precincts. In the partial combination strategy, all check-ins and voting booths are pooled between consolidated precincts. However, ballot scanners are separate per precinct. The shared facility strategy separates voting equipment per precinct, such that no voting equipment is shared between voters of different precincts. To identify the best of these 3 consolidation strategies, the required quantity of resources is determined to ensure that no voter waits longer than 30 minutes per strategy, equipment cost is considered, and equipment space requirements are assessed. A more favorable strategy requires fewer resources, with an emphasis on fewer check-in devices and ballot scanners due to their associated costs. The findings suggest that the best strategies for combining 2 precincts are the complete combination, with an equipment cost of $13,704, and the partial combination, costing $17,958 in equipment. The trade-off between these 2 strategies is the allocation of an additional check-in device for the complete combination, or the necessity of an additional ballot scanner for the partial combination strategy, with the complete combination strategy being less expensive. However, the partial combination strategy requires 8% less square footage for equipment than the complete combination strategy, potentially making the partial combination strategy ideal for polling locations of limited size. When combining 2 precincts, the shared facility strategy requires more voting equipment than both the complete and partial combination strategies, costing $20,049 worth of equipment, and is therefore not recommended. With that said, the shared facility strategy is the least sensitive to check-in and voting booth shortages when 2 precincts are combined. When combining 3 precincts, the shared facility strategy with an equipment cost of $26,936 and the complete combination strategy with an equipment cost of $23,375 are the best options. Either of these strategies offers benefits, but each requires a different quantity of voting equipment. The shared facility strategy requires 2 fewer check-in devices than the complete combination of 3 precincts. However, the shared facility strategy requires 1 more ballot scanner than the complete consolidation strategy, making the complete combination strategy the less expensive option. Despite the additional necessary cost, the shared facility strategy requires 8% less square footage for equipment than the complete combination strategy. The partial consolidation strategy for combining 3 precincts costs $27,628, making it the most expensive option while also requiring more complex operations to effectively implement. Despite these shortcomings, the partial combination strategy is the least sensitive to equipment shortages. Depending on the availability of voting equipment, the flexibility of these consolidation strategies may assist in selecting the strategy that is best suited for a set of precincts. Regardless of the consolidation strategy, additional processes and preparations must be considered to implement a consolidated polling location. Some combination methods require safeguards to ensure that the voters are checked in to the correct polling location, receive the correct ballot, and utilize the voting equipment programmed for their designated precinct. Additionally, the larger quantity of voting equipment required to operate a consolidated polling location, compared to an unconsolidated polling location, may require deliberate equipment layout methods to ensure voters can vote privately and efficiently. The use of signs and verbal instructions from election workers can assist in ensuring that the voting process occurs effectively and mistakes are avoided. For more information on particular consolidation strategies, see the videos listed below.